Hey, welcome to Modern Explorer. Today is an exciting day. Today we're going to be going up into the mountains, actually up this slope, further up this valley, and we're going to try to establish a campsite. So we're going to do mainly recon today. And later, once we find the site, we'll build a bushcraft trail to it to make it easier to access. And that will help us with the North American Hominid activity that's going on up there, which is super exciting. There's definitely been evidence as far as testimonies. I found some strange stuff up there that makes me think that they're up in that area. And lastly, one of my favorite passions is ancient history. And this area, this whole area was super sacred to the Tabaguache band of the Utes. And they have a lot of really cool oral traditions that I think I may have found some physical evidence up in these mountains to support it, but it needs a lot more exploration to find supporting evidence before I feel confidence in it. So that's what we're doing. Check this out. The rose hips have been really ripe coming up here. This guy might be a little bit too dry. Not bad though. Kind of like dehydrated fruit. But they're really sweet right now. And then right here is where we're going to be taking the right, following this creek up. We're going to try to probably skirt up the side of the mountain there, depending on how much snow there is, to see if we can find a route up to the area I want to kind of develop it at. But as you can see, right in front of me, there are just tons of rose hips, and they have tons of vitamin C and sugar, and they're pretty delicious and nutritious. So right now, because I know I'm not going to see water for a little bit, it's going to be like a little bit of a hike. I'm filling up my water that I attached to this filter over here. But we'll just keep going up. Hey, look what else I found. So all this shrubs here, it's called kinnikinnick, and they're edible. I mean, they're tiny berries. Let's see, but right now it's actually the sweetest I ever had them because they're super ripe. That's why they just come right off and taste delicious. So you see them, try them. Texture's a little bit weird. It's like kind of like sawdust, but it is a nice survival food. Tons of energy. Let's keep going.
We've been out here all day.
She was exhausting hunting for Sasquatch.
We really could use a wake me up right about now. Really help us focus.
Yeah, me too.
Did someone ask for a wake me up? Got some super coffee cold brew right here. Looking for Sasquatch? I got just what you need.
We did!
All you have to do is add this magic powder using water from the creek, and you have delicious instant cold brew coffee.
Robust.
Very cold.
Feel ready to go hunt Sasquatch.
Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that promotional video we made. It was a lot of fun to make. We partnered with COFECO Coffee Company. The box comes with 3 flavors of different roast levels, and you can mix it in anything, hot or cold. It tastes fantastic. So if you're interested in it, there's a link below where you can actually purchase this for 20% off. And the good news is for every person that's made, we get a kickback here at the channel that helps the channel keep growing. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the hike. So this area so far has been really pretty nice. I know it'll get steeper, but I'm going to try to take this ridge line as far up as I can go. You guys are tired, off trail, if it's really steep, you go in zigzags and it'll be a lot easier. You have to walk a little further, but you'll save a lot more energy. So, we're relatively close to the canyon. It's actually a canyon over where I've had my interactions with the North American hominids. So, I don't know if the group that's in this area is the same one or if it's a whole different one entirely. I have no idea how their ranges are, but I assume they can be very vast. So that's something on the questionnaire that I'd like to know. If we're dealing with the same group or an entirely new one that roams these areas. Ooh, getting a glutes workout. Still going up the ridge line. But I just thought you guys should see this beautiful view. Look at that. Oh. If you notice, there's just tons of deadfall everywhere, which makes it pretty tough to navigate around. It's not so bad right now because I have a really light pack on, but when I come with my main pack for like camping, all this stuff becomes super difficult. Yeah. So the way you get around that is when I figure out my trail, is I'm going to come through here and I'm going to just, you know, move everything out of the way for the route. And I probably won't be going straight up. I'll probably be going more like at an angle like this, because it's going to be tough when you're carrying a lot more weight on you. And also the seasons. Like right now, I'm glad there's not that much snow, which is what I was hoping for. But like right here's a good spot where I could clear out the brush and sticks and deadfall, and that would make it a lot easier to navigate through here. In fact, this might be a spot that the official and unofficial trail goes through. Oh. But yeah, you can see how the Rocky Mountains get their name. Rocky Mountains. Whew. It's a workout. Looks like a little animal trail. I'll take advantage of that. Let's see where this heads. Alright guys, check this out. So that tree is highly irregular. The way it's set up like that almost looks like an American prayer tree, which is fascinating. It is pointing towards Pikes Peak, which traditionally was supposed to be the direction that they were pointing. However, there's kind of an issue here, because the Utes came out with a statement a couple years back refuting all prayer trees and that they never ever made anything like this. So this is either coincidental, naturally made, or made by a different native group or settlers, early settlers, because it was this type of prayer tree design was more seen in the East Coast and Midwest, and probably taken by settlers over here, pointing towards Pikes Peak. But you know what else it points to? Something that I was hoping to find, not here, but the fact that we're finding here is a good sign, is water. There's a spring right here, just right over here. So we're gonna go look at this a little more closely to see if there's any binding marks, because that would be evidence that it was held down, because they would have held it down right here, and so that it'd be forced to grow in this way, trying to reach the sun. So I see a little something here. Might be like marks, but the marks would have been right here, I think, in this area. I don't see anything obvious. If you guys do, let me know. But that's exciting. It might be something, because there is natural resource right here, water, which is important. It is pointing the right way to one of the cardinal points, and that's Pikes Peak. So there might be something. Well, I'll see if I see any more, because I'm going to keep kind of pushing up this way at an angle, because we're trying to get a couple miles that way, and you know, try to make it as easy as we can, just following this hill all the way up. Normally, what I would do in the past is I would actually take the valley up, this waterway, all the way up to the ridge line up here, and then I'd go. But I'm trying to make this easier and explore more, because this is kind of the area that we're gonna find the most exciting things. Oh, I'll tell you what though, it is a workout. I've been training for this, but I need more training, so this will be my conditioning. We'll see where we end up. All right, let's see what's next. This is relatively new, but it looks like it all got broken all at once, which I've seen more clearly and more convincingly down in the area where I have my interactions. Something like this, where it looks almost like a territorial marker, but this is, I'm pretty sure, a type of willow, and I have tested it, because they do break like this a lot. You'll see like there's a bunch here broken too. So this could potentially just be wind. We've had a lot of high winds recently, and what these will do, because I've tested it, is they'll actually they'll start rotting in certain sections, and then just snap, like just barely any weight will snap them. I've done it before, so it might be that, but it might be something else. You know, we're right next to the water, so this is going to be like a frequented location by anything. So hopefully me just talking and being friendly will allow me to be approachable if they're in the vicinity, you know, watching me, taking a gander. So there's a multitude of benefits that occur just walking through here and just being friendly. Oh, I hate these snow patches. I'd rather go around them, because sometimes you slide, but sometimes it's easier, sliding, just to go through. Been seeing a lot of deer drop-ins, fresh ones, so there's tons of deer in this area right now. And spring is right around the corner. Whew. Hard to talk, hold this thing, and hike up this thing at the same time. Let's check these berries out. So this is like a type of like cedar bush, and these blueberries can be eaten. Oh, and they're almost ripe. They taste pretty good even right now. If they're not ripe, they're pretty bitter. I don't really like bitter stuff, so I'm pretty pretty particular. So I got distracted by eating. Really sweet right now. And this is just the beginning. And then I help germinate the seeds. Anyway, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm following this path through here that has been well worn. It's making it a lot easier for me to move through here. Though, we'll see if this is better than the original way I take. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, getting stuck. Oh man. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something like this, and then a bunch of space to build a good solid campsite. Oh wow. That's so cool. It's pretty high up here, these springs. Oh, ran into a little obstacle. No, sorry, I'm gonna have to switch hands, guys. Now here, because I'm just using a light pack, isn't too bad. Oh. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for waiting for me. Spit that out. But when I had my heavy pack, there's no way I'd be able to go over that without considerable exertion. All right. Tell you if I find anything else. All right. The good news is that I made it to a spot that I'm familiar with. The bad news is that I made it to a spot I'm familiar with, and I wanted to push up higher up the slope, so I kind of missed the mark a little bit on that, but I did find a lot of cool areas and see it. So the spot that I just came out to is an area that I've used in the past as like a shelter. Someone built this here a long time ago, and it gets used by random adventurers that come through here. I use it more as like a way station. You know, I know there's a time like I got a grouse on my way further in, and so I just cooked it right over this fire. I mean, it's nice because someone brought that up here. Someone's trash is another person's treasure, and that's mine. And there's a spring like right down there and behind me too, intermittently. So it's a really nice, great area, you know. So now that I know where I am, I have created two trails systems. One tries to go up here and over. Another one I go through here and then dips down, but then I have to go up a lot steeper slopes. But it's looking like that way is a lot more snow right now because of where it's at, which is good to know because I want to probably be higher on the slope in the future, so that the snow is melted, less snow to deal with during winter. But I think what I'm going to end up doing, because I know this route's going to be a lot easier right now and less snow once I get hopefully over there. We'll see. It might be more. It might be more on like some of the north-facing slopes, and we're just going to push from there and find a spring that ends up being a creek that flows down into town and hits one of the main tributaries here. And I'm going to follow that further up and hope to find a space to build the camp because I kind of want it up there. It's going to be really secluded, but still give me access to much deeper parts of the wilderness. So I'm going to eat. It's eating time. So yesterday I got my my car window smashed in and stuff stolen. It's I guess it happens a lot. It's happening more. And so this morning, you know, like with the plastic sheet over my window, I decided, to drive over here to the parking lot to climb up here. And I like grabbed the back handle to put my pack back there, for the door, because it was on the driver's side window that they smashed. But there must have been a little glass there, and it's like a micro one, and it just like cut into my finger. You can't even see it. Like it's I don't even know if you see it. Like it's just like a little dot, but it just keeps hurting because it keeps like moving around. I've tried tweezers. I've tried sucking it out. You name it, it's just not working. So that's inconvenient. And then on top of that, I brought in some food. I'm about to eat right now, and I thought I had my utensil with me, but I didn't. So we're going to probably just eat this by hand. Just like a barbarian. Don't worry, I won't let you guys watch that part. All right. That was so eerie. It sounded like I was hearing people just out of my audio range. I don't know what to make of it. It was maybe some other people are up here, but I couldn't tell if it's just hearing things because of the wind or something else. For those of you curious, the food I brought with me is a mix of it was this nice organic ground pork mixed with potatoes, and that's been kind of a staple food of mine for a number of months. And it's worked great, you know. It has plenty of glucose, which the body craves. I'd be if I had brought fruit with me, I forgot, I would have the whole thing, fructose and glucose, hanging out. So I only ate a quarter of it, and I kind of just pushed it into my mouth like an MRE from the bag. And it seemed to actually be really effective. I was pretty impressed with how effective that was. And now we're just going on a path that I know. There's a lot more snow than I expected. I thought it would have melted more by now in these sections. So I'm not sure how well this expedition is going to go. Like, here you guys can see I'm in maybe foot deep snow in some of these areas. And it's okay down here because right here in this area it's flat, but once we go up on the steep slopes again, if it's like that, that'll definitely slow us down a lot. We'll have to reconsider. This might just be, training, just conditioning. So when the snow melts even more, I can come up here and get to the areas I want to. Over here's where a spring starts. I'll bring you guys over. This is like a beautiful place, especially when it's all green. Oh, what is this? What are you? Looks like some either deer, no, or elk maybe. Oh, falling in the snow. I can't tell. Yeah, it might be an elk. But here, look at this. Look at this, guys. It comes right out of the rock. Is that awesome or what? It'll be flowing a lot more when it warms up and everything starts melting. Oh. But yeah, this place is really something. Oh, let's see if there's some water up here. You can tell that there's a little drainage. Oh. Nope. Well, let's see how far we get. Might just change up the route. But there's just too much snow. Oh, falling over trees, buried in the snow. Oh man, back in a drift. Oh, I think it's too bad because there's been times I've come up here and there's certain sections that are waist deep. So I brought my gaiters in case that happens. Oh, yeah, the snow is really hanging out. Oh. It's like semi-melted, so it's a little hard, and then it gives way, and I stumble. All right. Huh. Wonder how these were ripped and from where. Interesting. You guys see that? These willow? I don't see where they came from. They're relatively new. And there's a bunch more. What? Where did they come from? Okay. Never mind. This is from a bear. A bear did this. Look at this. A bear was scared. There's a lot of things I guess that could scare a bear. and they ripped up this aspen, running up it. You guys see that? You can even see old marks from when a bear did it before. So bear got all the way up high, running from something, most likely another bear. But you never know, could have been something like a Sasquatch scaring him or her. That was cool. So we definitely have recent bear activity here. This is coming out of hibernation. Maybe there was competition between two bears looking for food. That was cool. So stuff like that, and then, like, understanding like the natural phenomena really helps when you come across something that could potentially be Sasquatch in nature, the North American Hominid. Oh man, we're going through another drift. Oh, I really hope it's not like this on the other side, because once we get over a couple of hills from here, it's facing north side, and north side barely gets any sun, so we may experience a lot of more snow. Alright, I'll let you guys know if I see anything new. Here's another spot where it comes right underneath the big rock, the spring. Oh. Alright. Okay guys, this is something I definitely think piques my interest, and I know a lot of you guys are going to just scream Sasquatch, and maybe it is, but these, for example, here are leaning, but that's not what's the most convincing. What's the most convincing is this over here that's actually kind of new since I've been here. It's been maybe like about a year since I was last up here, but these, and I've seen this before in kind of the middle of nowhere, have been leaned up against this tree, and yeah, there is, it looks like that has been pulled down to create like some sort of an X. But this is new. Like, I come through here all the time and I would have noticed this. Now granted, people do come up here, especially prospectors, so it could just be a prospector, but this is more like kind of adolescent behavior, and I can tell you right now we're in an area that there's a very limited chance that kids were up here. But yeah, that's really interesting. That's really cool. And I see a black thing up there. I'm gonna jump to the zoom, so hold on a second. So it might just be a rock right there. Do you see, right? Let's see if I can, right there. Or it might just be like a stump. I'm not sure. I am recording in 4K, so I should be able to zoom in on it later. Probably nothing though, but just in case, I got it. Anyway. Alright, so now we're, you can't even see it, but like I had a cairn. It's underneath the snow. The snow's really deep. I got to about half, like a knee-deep snow in some of these spots. So this is where my trail kind of goes through, but it's really hard to see right now. I should have marked, there's some areas that should be blazed, where I kind of cut into the tree a little bit so you can see. So I think it's right up here. I don't know how the trail's gonna be since it's been a long time. It's been years. It's like made that new trail that should have been easier. Alright, well, I might get lost for a little bit, so let me find my first marker. It's been so long. Right, so I think this is one right here that I marked. We're gonna see. And I'm gonna need them with all the snow here. Yeah, hopefully when we get a little higher or a little further on the slope that gets more sun, this will be a lot easier. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's another one. Okay, cool. So it's called blazing a trail. Basically, you mark a trail. Oh no, that isn't. I don't think that's one of mine. hopefully we find it, because that'll make this a lot easier. But if not, you know, I know the general direction to go. Oh, all right. I'm gonna need all my hands for this, so see you in a moment. All right, so good news and bad news. The good news is I did find my trail where I marked it, where it's blazed. So that's good. The bad news is there's a ton of snow here, so I'm starting to get it in my shoes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my gaiters so I can go through this deep snow without too much discomfort. But my feet are getting cold, so we'll see what happens. Right. Got the gaiters on. This should keep my feet drier and maybe a little bit warmer. And now I just need to find the next marker. It should be further up ahead of us. But you can see it's hard trudging in the slope still. And this slope is steep. All right, let's push forward, guys. I cannot tell you how thankful I am that I put these markers. It was hard enough to find it where there was no snow. The only thing that made it easy was that I moved all the deadfall out of the way. But see right here, you can see another one guiding me. And then right there. And I'd be pretty lost. As you can see, there's a lot of deadfall everywhere. So this route is a route that I cleared. And that allows me to move through here much easier than I would if I was just taking my own path through here, because I'd have to go through all the deadfall and hope that there was passable places beyond. All right, so down here I have to kind of look around to see where it might be, and right there, right over there is the next one. Oh, thank goodness it's still here. Oh man, yeah, it's a lot of places now. It's just coming up to my knees. Oh, well, I don't think we're gonna be able to make our mission, but we will be able to explore. We'll see how far we can push. We have to go up here. See, this is what I was talking about, where now from here it's just like upward, so it's pretty steep. And this is the nice one. All right. Okay, guys, this is really intriguing me. So I'm following my markers up this way, and you can see like how there's one even further there. And here it is again. These old like sticks, small, they're not big, piled up along my route. That's interesting. Like you can see they were just piled up there. So either a person did this following my markers, or the elusive North American hominid has done it. That is really neat. They're all individual. So just to give you an idea, I just like when I'm taking the deadfall from my paths, I just throw it, and I'll actually like link a video somewhere that you can see me building this route, and you can kind of see what I do. Like I just throw it out. I don't neatly stack it, because that's honestly more work. That is so neat. Okay, so that's the second one I've noticed. Maybe there's more, but yeah, it's like right along my route, right next to my markers. And this is one of the spots where I have, like I said, seen weird things. Not necessarily like seeing like anything like one of these, a creature or these hominids, but I've seen like manipulation on the environment. More convincing than this, but this is pretty convincing for me. So either it's a person that came through here following my markers that did this, or it's some type of symbolism for the North American hominids. Again, I need more evidence to even know what it means and to put things together. But that is really cool. That's definitely changed, and that was Not made naturally, I can tell you that. Oh, all right, let's not fall. All right, I'm logging off for a second. It's gonna get a little tough. It's gonna get deeper and deeper. Oh. But there's my marker. Like I said before, there's spots here we're gonna try to avoid that I've been to before that we're waist deep just to push through it to get out. Oh dang. Oh, that's a tree. Oh. There's another one. Oh, thank goodness these things last years so I can know my way. It's actually, like I said before, it's been a lot easier because most of the deadfalls were moved from the area, so I'm not tripping over stuff. But we're still a long way to go. The tough hike climb is a little bit further ahead of us. I'm not gonna lie, a second ago I was just walking and this grouse just flew away like feet from me and I jumped. I think he's right there in that tree. I can't tell definitely, but he flew in over in that area. Whew. Now we're going up the steep stuff. Let me tell you, it is a workout. It's a workout without the snow, but with it, oh my gosh. Oh, I lost my trail a little bit, but luckily I know the terrain, so I refound it here. Let's keep pushing forward. Oh, man. Taking a little breather, man. I'm in better shape than I've ever been, but this trudging through the snow at these slopes and angles, that's tough work. But you know, the kinnikinnick works really well as a bedding too. So I'm just gonna chill here for a moment and then press onward. So what I'm gonna try to do, it's gonna be a long trek, but it might end up being easier the further back I get here, is instead of doing what originally I wanted to do, because I've already kind of went past it, and kind of like this bowl that I'm in is where I wanted to look for a potential site to set up a long-term camp. But the snow is just making it so hard to do any type of recon, so I'm just going to push through. And I'm going to try to go all the way to... I heard something, that's all. All the way to Bar Camp, which is probably like 6 to 8 miles away. And then from there, go another 12 miles back down into to the city. So we'll see if we can do it. I can always bail out. It'll be harder though, but I can always bail out and just go like straight down and see how well I fare there. But I'm already pretty far up here, and going back is going to be just as hard as coming over here. But after this hump right behind me, it's downhill. Should be downhill for the most part. There'll be some uphills, but it should be more on the sunny side. So I think it'll be better. Like right here, if you can notice, it's totally dry. Well, pretty dry in comparison to which you can see is just full of snow. Most of it knee deep, in some place higher. I fell a lot. Wish I could have captured it on video, but I was, busy trying to catch myself. Here's a really pretty rock. I'll show you guys how it looks from up there when we get there in a moment. But yeah, that you can see in this area, I didn't blaze the trail, but I did put some rock markers right there. Bam. All right, let's keep going. Here's a cool spot looking over the plains and the city. Oh man. Whew. So we just trudged up that whole area right over there to get all the way here and came all the way around like this. And so now we're gonna go this way over further in and then probably go down, taking valleys way down over there into the town. Whew. You guys can't ever find water. This right here is a lifesaver. In fact, I could probably take that with my filter and be just fine. But I'm feeling okay, and I know there'll be water down this slope coming up over here. But yeah, this is a beautiful area. I want to explore up there. I want to explore some of these rock faces up here, and maybe build a camp somewhere around here. Maybe right here. Look at that. It's already like a little crevice. Though it would be a little bit of a distance to get water because there is water down in this valley right here. But it is a trek. So we're gonna keep going. Oh, before I go, one of the times I came to explore here, I went up straight up through here on the other side. Here it's super steep. It was definitely a workout. And that's where I found way steep snow in that area right there. So we're not gonna go there. It is really cool. We'll go there like later this summer though. All right, let's push forward. All right, well, made over the hill. Now I'm heading down. I'm picking a different route, a route that has a little bit more sun, but I'm still running into very similar problems where it's super deep. But that's part of exploring, you know, and I have a light pack, and I do have everything I need in case of emergency, if I had to spend the night. I mean, it'd be really uncomfortable and inconvenient, but I could do it. Oh, look at this. This wilderness is so beautiful. And this area here, like, barely gets any visitors. It's pristine. There's not that many evidence of people through here. At least, not modern people. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna go down and we're gonna try to, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we need to get over up into this area here. And this will be very steep. And I don't want to go down that area, especially right now, since I don't have crampons. So we're going to keep pushing over to that area where there's no snow or less snow. So eventually I'm going to have to go diagonal, which I normally do earlier. But right now there's a lot less snow right here, so I'm going to take advantage of that and then cross over to the left. All right, we just came from that direction this way. And here's our water source that we're going to fill up on some water and rehydrate ourselves. We still have to go up and around, and there's a much longer distance to go, but I call this the halfway point because it's going to be a lot easier. At least should be a lot easier from here on out. All right, let me get some water and then we'll keep pushing onward. Something up there. Well, I found the source of the clacking. It's a little waterfall. That's cool. Oh. Well, as you can tell, there's less snow. We'll get to more snow later, but I'm hoping it won't be as bad. We will find out. Then the other side over there. You can see the wind like just broke down a lot of these trees recently. Let's keep going. Well, I've been hiking for about an hour and a half, and it's snowing everywhere, even here where it's limited snow because of the lack of tree cover. There's still snow there. Definitely worn out. At this point, I think the only effective solution is going to be to just keep pushing, and it's going to be a hard push both ways, whether I go back or keep heading onward. But I think that once I hit an established trail, should be a lot easier, more slick, but easier. I'd rather be there, get there before dark, and then just, if it comes to it, definitely tired. Definitely tired. All right. Let you guys know if I find anything cool. Really cool. Look at this. It's old, but you can see this aspen's actually been twisted and broken. I don't see anything around that would indicate, you know, like a rock or something. And obviously here we're in a flat area, so there's less likely, in fact, no chance, I don't think, of a rock rolling through and hitting it with all these trees around. So that's really cool. The only thing I can think of is maybe wind somehow, but I don't think so. I don't see any claw marks that it might have been bear, and there's no reason for a bear to break down an aspen that I'm aware of. Anyway, that's neat. That's a neat thing. Oh, whoa, look at this. Let's go see. Let's see if this is deer or something else. Oh, it's another one. Okay, guys, so this is kind of like what I've been talking about. And this probably happened in the last like year since I was up here. But there's like a trail marker, and so maybe there might be another one further up, but I don't know. But that is really interesting. 2 in a row like that, and one's going one way and the other one's going the other. That's really neat, and that's what I think is indicative of Sasquatch behavior. And I suspect that it's the alpha building a route, showing the rest of the band, the rest of the family. Look at this. Which way to go? I'm looking for any nest sites, because a lot of times I found these smaller breaks, there's some type of nest site around nearby a tree. But again, some of these could really be from the wind, because we've had a ton of wind, so it could be anything. Oh, it's not conclusive, but there is like, looks like an old depression right here from like a nest site. But yeah, that was exciting. The 2 that were broken. There's a bunch of other breaks, but I don't know if they're the cause, you know, if it's because of wind or something else, some other known phenomena. But I gotta keep pushing. Next time I'm up here, when the weather's better, it's faster to get here, you know, easier access, I'll inspect the area more. But for now, I kind of have like a deadline, because I don't want to be up in these areas when the sun goes down by myself. So that's just asking for trouble. So we still have one steep descent to go down, and I'm hoping it won't be as snow covered as the other stuff. Look at this. I've seen this before. It's really old. Someone left their dog leash up here in the middle of nowhere. I'd love to hear the backstory to that. Maybe a prospector is what I'm assuming. Anyway, we get down this hill that we're about to get to, and whew, hopefully once we get down there, we hit like a utility road, and then from that utility road, I think I should be able to make my way over to one of the newer trails that got built for Ring the Peak. And then it's still a long distance back home, but it'll be a lot faster and easier because it'll be an actual trail instead of just bushwhacking. Oh, sorry guys. You can probably tell I'm fatigued. I'm gonna eat soon. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. All right, so I did find something cool. I was looking for the documentation, but I think it probably blew away. But I found this some years ago, and it had documentation. I looked at it, and I confirmed it. It's like this guy that I don't know. He won something on like the Weather Channel for prospecting, and this is his claim. One of his claims right here. It's a really hard place to get. And you can see they come up here and camp, and like they go prospecting, and he found something like I wish I remembered the name of whatever thing he found, but it was pretty impressive. And but I have a friend that does prospecting, so I learned a tour thing about it. And one of the things that prospectors will do, and there'll be a following video on this later, because we actually went and interviewed him and went with him to his prospecting site, is they'll leave semi-nice ones right here, like these. You see these massive crystals that have been broken, and these are basically here so that you go and grab those instead of looking for something that would be nicer. So those are like the ones that the throwaway ones that they're hoping you'll pick up instead of looking for something better, which I get, you know. But I honestly don't think he has to worry about anything up here. Like I guess he might have to worry about other prospectors, but most other prospectors are pretty respectable about, you know, claims and stuff. And so the only other people that are going to be up here are just crazy adventurers like myself that you have to look out for. But I have no interest in these rocks, but they are really cool. I wish that paper was here. Normally they have like a laminated paper somewhere hanging up showing the claim site and the name and everything like that. And it was here, but I don't see it right now. It could be underneath that lot of snow. I don't know. All right, we're almost there. We're at the top of this hill, and we go over and down. Oh, I hope there's not too much snow. The snow's really getting to me. Look how soaked my boots are and my gaiters. Like that's how much wet snow I've been walking through. There's more to do. All right, let's keep pushing onward. All right, so it's normally I go down right through here. It's pretty steep. I mean, it's probably just steep as where I am right now, but there's a ton of snow on it, and I'm over snow as far as to that. So I found the sunny side, and I'm heading down there right now. I think I came down here before through this section I'm on right now, so I'm relatively familiar with the area. And hopefully once we get down here and hit an actual road and trail, we can head to bar camp where they have some supplies, get something sweet to help us with the next part of the voyage, which is coming all the way back down. Oh. But there you can see, let's see if I can get you into a spot where we can see Pikes Peak well. Oh, sliding a little bit. Let's see. Let's get over here. Oh. Now I finally have time to get my boots dry. I don't know. You kind of see it back there between the trees. That's Pikes Peak, baby. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to keep going down. Whew. It's more like a little bit of a run than anything. All right. I think I'm all right, guys. We made it to a road. The utilities road. And one of the reservoirs up here. But don't get fooled. In order to drive here on this dirt road, just take another dirt road about 60 miles, winding through the mountains to get over to the spot. So even though it looks like we may have civilization, think again. And that's how people get lost, you know, like they come out and they're like, oh, we found a road, we're safe. But no, the likelihood is super slim. Like right now, like no vehicles, no utility vehicles, which are the only ones that are going to come here to check these watersheds, have been around. Do you see this? And now I'm going to have to go through this huge drift up ahead. So just something to be aware of, especially in these types of environments. You know, at least I know where I'm going. But it's still been tough, you know, and I'm like, look at this. Do you see this? I'm gonna try to skirt it. This is I think it's Shark Tooth Reservoir, I think. And I could go down there and run into the Cog Railway, but the snow in that valley over here is gonna be so deep. I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even gonna try. All right, I'm gonna try to get through this snowdrift. These turkey tracks, some of the like dinosaur tracks. Look at that. They're pretty big since the snow they melt by the sun a little bit. We came from way up there. Oh man, still a ways to go. So I went off the road because it just went into like this canyon that just got so snowy. So I went up the hill right through here, and I found the markers for what I assume to be the Ring the Peak trail that's still in the progress to be made. So I'm just gonna follow these, and I suspect that they will lead me to where the trail is being already done, and I'll just take it from there. Sweet. One step closer to an easy path, hopefully. All right, let's keep going. All right, made it to the Cog Railway. Yeah, it's taking out longer than I thought. It's even hard to see the trails, so much snow. So what I might do is I might just take the railway down. But I really want to get to Bar Camp, but it is getting close to dark. We'll see what I decide. All right. Sorry guys, we made it to Bar Camp, but I totally forgot to record it since I was hungry and thirsty and there were people there, so I just socialized with them. So now I'm just running back. So 6 miles to get back down to town. But I got fed. I drank a soda. Don't normally drink soda, but you know, when you're exhausted, your body craves sugar. So that's definitely helped. I will tell you this. This has got to be the hardest hike I've ever done. I'm about 20 miles in, and honestly, it's the snow. The snow made it 3 times harder, at the very least. So once I'm done with this, it'll probably be around 26 miles, like a marathon. Whoo! But yeah, I'll let you know if I find anything interesting along the way. But I'm on Bar Trail now. It's pretty well populated, as you can see. People are on this often. Oh, little trips. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on the trail, so I'll see you when I get down. I don't know if you can notice, but twilight is starting to befall us, and we're in a section of forest that my buddy, my dear friend Austin, ran into something. It's terrifying, honestly, more terrifying than I think right into something like the North American Hominid, aka Sasquatch. Imagine, I don't know exactly where it was, but it's somewhere really close to where we are right now. And it was the middle of the night. Well, by the middle of the night it was winter, and it was like 7 o'clock or 7:30 or something like that. So it's already dark. No one's up here, and we're coming down. And imagine me being like way up there at night, and my friend being where I am, and he's walking through here at night. He has his headlamp on. I have mine off. I'm about to go around the corner. I mean, naturally, that's where I stop to check on him. So imagine he turns his head, looks out, and like somewhere in a tree, he sees this thing that, quite frankly, is scary as hell. And this thing he describes as part like this lean humanoid figure, either having like deer antlers or wearing deer antlers. And he just looks at him, and then it just keeps walking behind other trees, like without making a sound. And so naturally he panics. He doesn't say anything, but he takes out his machete and he runs. Like he just runs up to me. And by the time I'm turning around, like up here to look at him, I just see this terror in his eyes. You know, like let's just say I'm right here. It may have been a little further up. And so I'm right here, and I turn around, and he's just like staring at me with this look of dread and his machete out. And I can tell something's wrong, but obviously I joke and I just say, "What? Like, are you trying to kill me, right?" You know, I just assume he just feels safer with it. And then he wants to go, and he's just like, "Can we please go? Can you, like, let's go?" And so I can tell something's really wrong. Like, he's shaking. Like, I know something's up, but I don't know what, you know? I've been with him in all kinds of situations, and this is the first time I've seen him, like, genuinely, like, terrified to the bone. And so the first thing he asked me to do is turn on my headlamp, because I've just been goofing off up until this point. And then, a little further up, he tells me, "Can you please take out, like, your gun?" I had a Springfield XD40 that I normally would stash in my pack, just in case we ran into anybody. It's open carry, but people still freak out, so I just don't want to worry about it. So I was like, yeah, sure. I didn't even question it. I even went condition 1, because whatever he was dealing with was terrifying. And, you know, he came back up one more time up here, and he had to leave the very same day. And I don't blame him, because that I couldn't handle it. I was telling him maybe it was a Sasquatch, but I was just doing that because I had my own fears of Sasquatch during that time. Yeah. But if you wanted the full story, I did a crossover with Peterson Hammers. Sorry, Peter Hammerson Peters. Wow. Sorry, Hammerson. And you can listen to the whole thing there. It's just look up Wendigo, and that's what he described it as, even though I guess it sounds more like a deer man or something else. I don't know. Maybe a skinwalker. Who knows? I just thought it was maybe some type of unknown hominid species more closely related to human. But anyway, I'll keep my eyes peeled, because that thing might be out here somewhere watching me, waiting to outflank me the way it looked like it was trying to do to Austin. Well, if I don't show up and you find this, then you might know what happened. Just hearing things. Alright, let's keep on going. Well, it's pretty late right now, but we're heading down. I'm pretty wiped, but I decided I'm going to take the incline down, which will be a lot harder, but will be a lot faster. I don't know if you can even, no, you guys can't even see. Whew. It's pretty intense. I'm really happy that we've gone over 20 miles, and I'm still pushing strong. But this is hard, but it's kind of where I've been wanting to get to, you know, be able to get to a point where I can do this and just keep pushing myself. So I feel like this has been a pretty big accomplishment, trying to get to my benchmarks with my physical fitness. So I glad you guys could be here for this. But let's wait till I'm at the bottom. Almost done. I think I have about another hour left. All right, guys, wish me luck. Here we go. Good old creepy bridge. Let's hope it holds, because I need to get across this in order to get to the incline. At least we're on the right step. Ooh, it's creaking. Ooh. That's pretty deep and far back there. Now I have to find a way to get around this obstacle. Oh, we're gonna have to go through there. Sorry guys, you can't see this part since. All right guys, we're at the final leg of the journey, the incline. It's just about, you know, 1 mile and 1,000-foot elevation drop. Yeah, no problem. We almost got this. We're almost done. Let's finish this strong. Right. Made it down. It's official. Started at 10, and right now it is. What time is it? It is 9:07. So almost a 12-hour day, and went about probably 26 miles or more. And now I'm gonna go and meet my reliable roommate who's gonna pick me up, bring me back to my car, and then I am going to bed. Or I don't know, maybe I'll be hungry by then. Anyway, thanks guys for coming with me on this adventure. Oh, hopefully there'll be more of these and they'll be easier after the snow melts and I get stronger. But I'm just excited, you know, like I've been able to get to this benchmark that I've been trying to get to of being able to go like 20 miles without having any issues. And that's basically what's happened, you know, and I've been able to get to that. Looks like that's been blocked off, so we are going to. Oh no, I can't get through. I back on. Let's go see what we can get over. But yeah, glad you were here to bear witness to two parts of it. Oh, look at this. All right, I'm gonna climb over this. I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye bye.